Given everything that the leftovers are embroidered in, well, it turns out that it's dawning on them that they are toast without Harry and Meghan. And guess what? Here comes, drumroll please, yeah, King Charles has again decided to extend or is thinking about extending an olive branch to Harry and Meghan. Where have I had that one before? I'll tell you so many times. We've had that one so many times. It's like Charles wants Harry and Meghan back, Charles wants this, Charles wants that. But let me tell you something. One thing I can tell you for a fact, they know they are toast. They know they are cooked. That is true. Right now, they know they are toast, especially when it comes to public opinion. People cannot stand with the leftover royals. How they've handled the entire Andrew situation, protecting this man. The world just witnessed how you treated a prince who fought for your country, how you treated his wife, who is a biracial woman, and how you treated a known yet convicted pedophile. Yeah, you had that one right. The world got to witness that, and they are looking at you from a different perspective right now. No amount of gaslighting, no amount of manipulation, no amount of anything is going to make them see you guys otherwise. You've not hold Andrew accountable. In fact, you lot have worked so hard to protect this man, to rehabilitate his image, and now that it just keeps getting worse for him, oh, let me tell you, they figured, Harry and Meghan are the only ones who can save us. Harry and Meghan are the only ones who can save the monarchy because they are not tainted with the Epstein. They're not in the Epstein files. No matter how desperate Derangers want Harry and Meghan to be in those files, they cook these stories, fabricate lies. The truth is they are not there. And right now, Charles has figured, I have to do something about it. I have to do something. If I don't, who else is going to do it? And now here comes extending an olive branch. And it's the most bizarre bizarre olive branch I've ever read. Like, it's disgusting. Anyway, this is from the LBC. Before I even get to the LBC and what they said, let me tell you something. They even had a poll. Yeah, you had that one right. There was a poll. And this is not your typical emotional poll. So this is from Ted Smith and Friday night poll with a royal family in near meltdown and facing further accusations. Who do you think will make the best monarch to serve them? Please retweet. Sorry, but there are only 4 options here. Add your own in the comments if you wish. Have a pleasant evening. And guess who has 71%? That is the one and only Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. And around 3,000 people, 283 participated in the voting process. And you wonder, they will tell you using the emotional support polls that the most popular royals are William and Kate. No. People are not happy with those two, given everything that they've been doing and how they've been kicking with Andrew, with Trump. And no, the world is really upset. And now Harry and Meghan have been vindicated. Everything they said will always be true. Now back to LBC and what they had to say. So King considering offering Harry and Meghan the ultimate olive branch. You can say, So it's very short. Let me just give you context. King Charles is reportedly considering handing an olive branch to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex by offering them Royal Lodge as a residence. Yeah, just roll your eyes. Anyway, the property has been vacant since Andrew Windsor was exiled at the beginning of February and asked to move into Wood Farm in Sandringham. The monarch is now believed to be keen to move on from the rift with Harry and Meghan after the couple left the royal family to start a new life in the US in 2020. Royal commentator Rob Shutter quoted a source as saying, "This will be the ultimate olive branch. Charles wants unity." Offering Harry a significant Windsor property will send a powerful message that the door is still open. Then Shutter claimed that the king is ready to let go of past tensions with his son, but according to sources, Royal Lodge has been described as expensive to maintain and is in need of repairs. First and foremost, how disgusting. Like, what makes these people think that Harry and Meghan will even want to live in that disgusting home, tainted by that disgusting man, when they have a beautiful, stunning, gorgeous mansion in Montecito? Why would they leave that for this? Like, what? If you're gonna make up a story, I mean, come on. And do you really, let me tell you, for a lot of people on the internet, after seeing this story, because it's all over social media, people are like, F you, whoever wrote this article, F Charles, F William, F Kate. People are just like, F. No. Why would we want Harry and Meghan to go back? We're like, I hope they turn them down, and not politely, because this is disgusting. What makes them think that by giving Harry and Meghan that disgusting home somehow is them, they should just take it and be like, unity, let's forget everything. Harry has a beautiful home. It's stunning. Why would they leave that to go stay there? Why would they want to be, the royal family scapegoats when they have such a beautiful home? They've made a name for themselves. They've always had that name to begin with, and they're just amazing at what they do. Meghan's business is thriving. Look at Harry's investment portfolios, everything with Travelers, everything with Invictus. Why would they leave that to go back to that? I know for once, I don't think Meghan will, because she's doing amazing. She has a business, a lot going on. She's not going to just drop everything and run back because the monarchy wants them to save it. The same people they pushed away, the same people they abused, the same people they harassed. And it sucks that we have these stories on a daily. Like, Charles, if you want them, you know what to do. You and William and Kate know what to do. You need to apologize for how you've treated Harry and Meghan. You have to own up to everything you've done, how you've pushed them away. Do we think that would happen? Oh, hell no. Do we know the one in Candice Rage would not allow that? And someone else also said that, I saw a comment on social media that said that they are lying to us. Charles is probably way sicker than he looks, or than they portray, and he badly wants Harry and Meghan to be present during his burial ceremony. I've seen that a lot of people say that and agreeing to that. I for once am not aware, but I feel like it's just fishy. I don't know what Charles is thinking. Clearly I know he really wants Harry and Meghan. Like, of course it's an obvi. Everyone who now feels like Harry and Meghan are the only untainted royals. And they're the only ones with the, who can save the monarchy. So of course Charles is desperate. But I don't think it's going to be as easy as they think. If it's like a tiny bit true, I don't think it's going to be as easy as they think. So here's some of the comments. You have Z says, after all this unnecessary humiliation, as I said before, Meghan doesn't seem like a type of person who looks back. She gave everything to that family. Loyalty, hard work, respect, love, and understanding. There's no part of me that didn't try to fit in. Meghan. Jem, I can't believe for one moment that they'd ever want to come back unless it was for schooling for the kids. Of course, Meghan's business will be a huge booster for the royal brand and Harry's work too. But they couldn't live that free lifestyle again, so can't see it happening at all. They couldn't leave, sorry. And then Ben says, after the way they've been treated, I hope Prince Harry and Meghan give it a hard pass. Why will they want to come back to an abusive media and family, certain members of which leak like sieve about them when it suits, that thriving where they are? Shannon, so when the monarchy faces inescapable bad press, they look to the royals with global visibility to boost their waning popularity. Be late now to see them as assets when they weren't treated as such. Help the farm know what they can do with that branch. Joe, thanks but no thanks. That olive branch was necessary when the press was staring into Her Majesty Archie and Lily relentlessly every day, literally eating them alive. Now the monarchy needs to revive its image, and the olive branch, it's not necessarily Harry and Meghan love from afar. Victor says, I don't want them accepting anything from the royals. Getting tangled back up in a position to be the scapegoat is not something they should do. Gudrun, they had a home and the king took it away, so why would he offer them another one? But then, why would they want to live in the former den of a pedophile? God knows what he got up to there. They had a perfectly fine home, Frogmore Cottage, given to them by the Queen, which Charles took away, so I seriously doubt this is true. Vic says, don't think the Sussexes will agree without many healthy boundaries. Anyways, Harry and Meghan are a brand in itself now and have built a life at Montecito. Then Diane says, leave Harry and Meghan out of this. Charles chose to protect Andrew. He evicted Harry and his grandchildren out of their UK home and wanted to give it to Andrew. Paula, how desperate must the media be to invent headlines knowing the crown is falling apart and thinking Harry and Meghan will come to the rescue? They're out. The crown pushed them out, and now they're begging for them to come back. Snarky can stick their olive branch where the sun do not shine. The same father who took his son-stroke grandchildren's security during a pandemic. Was he hoping for another Paris incident? Julie, sure, have them go back to the den of vipers to get crucified still by the press, lose their ability to move around safely outside of the rota, and lose the protection from the paps and give the unhinged brother something else he can remove from them. Sounds peachy. Abena, that's the laugh I needed today. Offering them the house of ill repute as an olive branch? They have Sussex mansion in the sunshine. What will possess them to return to this hellhole? Absolutely. There you have it, guys. What do you think? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one.